Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. On today's episode, I just wanted to dissect, I guess, the differences of the two major selling platforms, obviously eBay and Facebook Marketplace. What is the best way to go about it? I thought we'd go through some positives and negatives for the both and maybe try and come up with a preference to help you guys with your selling to hopefully put it on the best platform and get the best sale price. So let's get into it. All right, so before getting started, I just want to say that this is only just my opinion and my personal thoughts on it. I guess everyone out there has probably got their preferred method of how they like to list an item and sell it. Personally, I like to use both eBay and Facebook Marketplace. Sometimes even at the same time before you get a sale on one or the other, just to, I guess, test the market. But today's video is really just about going through, for those that might not know, some of the positives and negatives for both of the platforms. Make up your own mind, make up your own opinion. It'd be great if you could comment below what your preferences are. But first, maybe let's kick off with eBay. Some of the positives, I guess, for eBay, that it is a really wide reach. You can obviously cover the entire country. You can cover the world with international postage. So that's obviously a real positive for eBay, is that you can do that, right the way around the world. The auction format as well is another really good one. So the auction format allows people to obviously get some interest early on a really lower price point and slowly incrementally bid their way up, to a higher price. So that can draw interest, elevate your price. You can also list a buy it now price on eBay and a bid. And if the buy it now price doesn't go and somebody places a bid, that will then incrementally increase, hopefully, with a bit of generated interest if you can get the listing price and the starting bid at the right price. It's also another really cool thing about eBay is that there's the historical guide of past sales prices. So you can find an item like a car booster seat, search the brand, the make, the year that it was made, and you'll find that identical item generally as a previously sold item on eBay, just through a filtered search. So that can sort of give you a bit of guidance on what your price might be to actually get a sale. And then obviously from there, you can just simply list it with a starting bid that's within the approximate of that price, and a buy it now price as well. So having that historical guide rather than the Facebook Marketplace idea of going, I don't know what this thing's worth. It retails at $200, but it's got a bit of damage on it. Maybe I'll list it at $40. Where eBay will tell you that it's actually worth $70, and you can confidently list it knowing that there's been another 15 to 20 that have sold previously at that price. So that's a real benefit to eBay. But then obviously as well as the other option is it's actually harder for the buyer to decline the sale. So once a sale's been made, that buyer is generally bound under a bidding system to then look to make the payment on the item. It's really difficult for an eBay purchaser to get out of a sale, whereas on Facebook Marketplace, one of the negatives, which we'll touch on a bit later, is that people can literally just no-show and not show up and not obviously accept what you've agreed upon in your messenger when you're talking on Facebook Messenger. So I guess security and confidence, knowing that once the sale gets made on eBay, generally you'll get your money without any issues. So there's no mucking around. It generally happens pretty much instantly. A buyer will win the bid or click the buy it now and will give you your money pretty much straight away. So that's a real positive. Some of the negatives are the fees. There are so many fees with eBay that it does my head in. And certainly early days, it did my head in when I realized that there was actually a 10% charge, I guess, when you sell an item. So if you sell an item for $30, there's a $3 cost there. There's also listing fees. There's a 35% or 35 cent, I should say, flat rate for selling an item on eBay. And then you've got your PayPal fees, which is the preferred payment provider for eBay. That's 2.6% as well of the sale price, plus a 30-cent sale price as well. So I'll have an example a bit later on about an actual sale and all the fees that come through as a result of that as well, and what your final sale price is compared to $0 on Facebook Marketplace. So The fees suck on eBay, no doubt about it. So it's really crucial that you get the right price listed and the buy it now price correct in case it does go on a buy it now, taking into a fact that you're going to lose 15% of your sale price in fees alone. So look out for that. The other negative as well for eBay would be the postage and handling. Something that I really hate to do, but you just have to do it, is package up your items safely and then take it to the post office, take it to Australia Post, go through the process of getting the right satchel or the right box, and then paying for that postage. And you really want to know what your postage costs are, because you can get caught out and you can lose money on your profit by having to pay more in postage when you get to the post office. So when you're listing an item on eBay, they do have some pretty good guidance on past sale items, again, that have sold for a certain amount of postage charge. So you've got to really make sure you get that correct. But aside from potentially losing some money, just simply not having that pick up from your door process that you find with Facebook Marketplace is, I guess, a bit tedious and time consuming sometimes with eBay. Having to go to the post office pretty regularly. That's probably definitely a negative. But the other sort of add on to that as well as a negative is the damage, the potential damage that you can get for your item in the post. So really, really crucial that it's bubble wrapped if it's an item that could get damaged or marked. It's in the correct packaging, whether it be a satchel or a box, to help it be a bit more secure, because the last thing you want is to go through the whole process of buying and then selling an item to get to the very last point of putting it into your seller's hands, into your buyer's hands, sorry, and the item needs to be returned because it's a damaged item. So massive issues, I guess, if you're not thorough with your packaging and handling, but also obviously the time that it takes to do the package and handling. So that would be another negative for eBay. All right, Facebook Marketplace. Facebook Marketplace is fairly new. It's only been around since 2016, so 4 or 5 years in the system with Facebook. It's a free service. So jumping straight into some of the positives, I guess the biggest positive is adding on to what we just spoke about with the postage and handling. It's pickup. It's generally pickup from your front door, which is great. The only thing you need to do is be home at the right time. Your buyer will come to you. You will simply hand over your item and they will simply give you cash. There's no issues on a postage front. There's no opportunity for damage. You hand it out. There's no fees associated either. And the job is done from your front door. So, that's definitely one of the major positives for Facebook Marketplace. The fact that there's no selling fees, there's no listing fee, there's no PayPal, there's no postage and handling, no fees. Massive plus. So, for that regard, knowing that the price that you sell it for is the price that you receive in your pocket, it is a real positive. And it's also, I guess, growing in real popularity as well. It's only been around since 2016. So, people are only starting to learn about it, the fact that they don't cost for you to use the service. And you can simply list an item and sell it within the space of minutes sometime. Compared to eBay, where there's a bit more involved and a bit more to it and a few more monthly costs. But it's certainly growing in popularity. I think a lot more people are transferring from eBay to Facebook Marketplace. But there's probably more people, I guess, at the moment using eBay as a reselling platform. But I think over time, we'll slowly start to see that transfer across, and hopefully there's no fees and services that come into Facebook in the long term. Because it is great to not have to pay anything to sell an item. Some of the negatives, so I guess there's a lot of research required when you're on Facebook Marketplace. You don't have that historical price guide that you do with eBay. You've literally got to work out what that price is going to be to sell it for, and you don't want to shoot yourself in the foot either. So you're going to have to go on, do a lot of research online, find the recommended retail price, maybe use eBay. That's something that I like to do. I use eBay to then sell on Facebook Marketplace by using the eBay historical guide. But regardless, you've still got to do your research, and that can come through many different ways. But the common mistake that you see on Facebook Marketplace is people will undersell. And they'll undersell for a few reasons. One, they want to get the item sold quickly. 2, they have no idea about the resale price. And 3, they actually don't like to ask for a high price when they try to sell something, or even just the simple true value of the product. They still like to try and undersell. Great for somebody that wants to buy some items off Facebook Marketplace, and I use Facebook Marketplace to buy items. But to sell items, you really need to be clued into what your price is and then hold firm on what that price is. Some of the other negatives with Facebook Marketplace, there's limited reach. So the way Facebook Marketplace is set up is most buyers will search within a radius of 5 to 10 to 20 kilometers, which, is great if you're looking for something, that's small and compact and easily able to pick up and common. But if it's a unique item, probably that reach of 5 to 10 to 20 kilometers isn't going to be big enough, where eBay, you can go global and sell it to somebody anywhere in the world. So that's probably a limitation. Another one is probably the no-shows. So you do get a lot of no-shows, a lot of negotiating on a price, you're messaging on Facebook Messenger, ultimately to then have nobody turn up to get the product. So that's definitely a negative. It happens quite a lot, but if you can stay persistent, you'll generally get a better price with no fees. And finally, price negotiations. Nobody really likes to do it. The good sellers and the good resellers will negotiate well, but it's a really tricky process. So if we have a look at a comparison sale example, you'll see here that there is 2 items, one sold on eBay, one sold Facebook Marketplace. They've both sold for $30. The buyer pays postage on eBay, so we won't take that into account. And on Facebook Marketplace, the item is a local pickup. As you can see with eBay, you need to take into account 35 cents of listing fee. You need to take in a $3 selling fee. There's a 78 cent plus a 30 cent PayPal service fee. So the final sale price of that $30 item on eBay works out to $25.57. So that's a drop, I guess, in 15% of the initial sale price due to eBay fees, which kind of sucks. If we have a look at Facebook Marketplace, the item sold for $30. You negotiated with your person on Facebook Messenger, agreed on a $30 sale price. They came to the front door, handed you $30 cash, you paid 0 fees, and the final sale price was $30. So ultimately, you've saved those fees that you normally see through eBay by selling on Facebook Marketplace. So I guess that just shows that, if you do price it correctly, Facebook Marketplace is certainly more money in your pocket. So finally, to wrap things up, guys, there's just a few things, points to consider when talking about the two. Unique items, rare items, collectibles, they may sell more when they're listed to a wider audience. So eBay for unique and rare items might be the best, place to sell your item. Facebook Marketplace is a great tool for sourcing new items. So if you're low on stock, you're looking for items to sell, it's probably an easier, quicker transaction to search the local area, find a really good item, negotiate your price on Marketplace, and go and collect that item. There's no cost in postage. You simply go and pick it up, and hopefully from there you've bought it at a cheap enough price to be able to flip it and make a profit by selling it again on either Facebook or eBay. eBay, it's a better platform for reaching a larger audience. So if you want to go global, if you want to go domestic and interstate, you've got an item that you think might be better reached by more people looking at it. eBay is probably your better bet. And also Facebook Marketplace, as we've just seen with that sales comparison, it generally leaves more money in your pocket, which at the end of the day, we're trying to get as much as we can. And Facebook Marketplace definitely does that. My thoughts are, why not try both? I personally use both. I think it's, I think I've seen really good sales on eBay that haven't sold on Marketplace, and then I've seen a quick sale made for a really good price on Marketplace. So I typically like to go Marketplace first, see what I can get, no fees, and then go with a similar price minus the 10%, add that on to the cost, list it on eBay, and hope to get that price on eBay eventually. But give both of them a try, see what you think. Comment below on your preferences, what you like to do. any issues, positives, negatives with the two. It'd be great to get a discussion going. That really is about it. That's kind of what I wanted to dissect today was the two. Hopefully you get some success out of both platforms. And I guess if you've liked the episode as well, give this one a thumbs up and a like, and also a subscribe as well. And I'll keep putting out a lot of reselling type videos over the next few weeks, months, years. So yeah, look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Thanks, guys.